you the pen picture. Right, Andy, I'll give you the word picture.
Okay.
I've had four or five lessons with Bob, and he said today we were going to do left and right hand turns.
Okay.
So my name's Tony. Bob can't make it today because he's way off playing golf or something. But he has got the same car as you, so
Okay.
I am familiar with the controls.
Great. Okay.
So, have you got any questions before we go into it?
No. Don't think so. Right. Morning, Tony.
Morning, Andy. How are you, alright?
Yeah, very well, thanks. How are you doing?
Not too bad.
Jolly good, jolly good. I'm going to be taking your lessons today. Bob's off. He's playing golf or something. Last of the nice weekend. So I spoke to him last night. We're going to be doing turning left and turning right from major to minor road
Oh, that's
today.
what he said, yeah.
Okay. Have you done your MSPSL routine before on any previous lessons?
Oh, yeah, we've done that. We were doing it last week on emerging.
Okay, so you've done some emerging as well.
Yeah.
Okay. So what does MSPSL stand for?
Oh, mirror signal, position, speed, look routine.
Okay, great. And when you're approaching your emerge to turn left, what's the first thing you do on that routine?
Oh, I check the mirrors.
Yeah, and which mirrors do you check when you turn
I
left?
check the interior mirror first.
Yep.
And for distance and speed, and I check the left-hand door mirror for them bicycles.
Okay. And what's the position in the road do you have when you're emerging?
Oh, I keep
To
to a normal road position.
Okay, which is what?
I'll better meet you from the curb.
Okay, great. And when you're turning right, what's your mirror routine there?
Oh, the same. Interior one first, but well, it's not the same. It's interior one first for distance and speed, and the right one afterwards for people overtaking me.
Okay. And what sort of road position do you have when you're emerging to the right? When you're approaching it?
Oh, well, we're doing this left to centre thing last week.
Okay. Okay. We're actually going to be using the same routine there, and actually very similar road positioning as well, with turning from a major to a minor road to the left and to the right. So we're going to be doing our MSPSL routine, so we're going to be checking our mirrors. We're going to be using our signal, and then when we're turning from a major road to a minor road to the left, we've been positioning the car accordingly. We're also going to be considering our speed as well. We have a couple of things. We have what we call an open junction and a closed junction. Has Bob been through that at all with you before?
Oh yeah. We came up with some emerges last week where he said, "Oh, you can see it's clear both ways. You can keep it at about 10 mile an hour," and I was even able to keep it in second gear.
Okay.
And then other ones I came up, I couldn't see anything. So he said you have to creep up. So he said either walking pace or running pace, I think he said.
Okay, fine. We're going to be using a very similar method with this as well.
Right.
Let's take this example here. As we're approaching the junction, we're signalling to the left. We've got our road position a metre away from the curb here. If the junction's quite open, we can see quite well into the junction. We're going to bring our speed down using the brake, but keeping the clutch up to about sort of jogging pace, about 10 miles an hour.
All right.
We're going to be using our observations. We're checking out for any pedestrians crossing the road. We're also going to be looking in to see what's in our new road. Could be some parked cars, could be a skip in the road. We need to consider that as well. But we'll do that on the move. If the junction's closed, so if we sort of close this junction off here, so if I drew a line sort of there to there, so our view is a lot more restricted, we're going to bring our speed down, and we're going to be going into first gear, and we're going to be doing a slow walking pace because we don't know what's behind that corner. We've got the elephant on the unicycle here, so that could be absolutely anything around that corner.
Right.
So we need to bring our speed down to ensure that we can react to any road conditions as we turn the corner there.
Okay, right.
So again, we're going to be using good observations with that, and going into first gear. We're also going to be considering oncoming traffic as well, because oncoming traffic could want to turn into the same road as us. But we'll also practice that on the move as well. And then turning to the right. Now turning to the right, we're going to be using the same routine as well, the MSPSL routine. So we're going to be using our mirrors, our signal, positioning the car to the left of centre, as you rightly said, when we turn right. we're going to be bringing our speed down, and again we're looking into our new road, see if it's an open or a closed junction. But what we're also doing when we're turning right is we're also crossing the line of traffic as well. So we'll have oncoming cars that we need to consider whether it's safe to actually proceed around the corner or not. And how we do that is we use what we call the walk across, drive across rule. I'll go through that in a bit more detail on the move, but basically it takes about the same time for us to make this manoeuvre to turn right as we would if we walked from one side of the curb to the other.
Oh.
So what we need to do is we need to be looking ahead at oncoming vehicles and think to yourself, well, could I walk across from one side of the curb to the other in time and not get run over? If we can do that, if we can walk from one side or the other, then we can probably make that manoeuvre.
Oh.
So we're going to be doing that on the move as well. Also good effective observations, as well as looking into our new road. We don't want to be cutting the corner most of the time when we turn right, because we could be forcing ourselves into the path of oncoming traffic here. Considering our pedestrians, if they're crossing the road, there's the old elephant on the unicycle there, so we don't know what's in our new road, could be parked cars or anything. There may be a case when we do need to cut the corner, and that's what this diagram is here for. If we've got a parked car exactly where this red car is here, what we need to be doing is we need to position our car a little bit further over to actually get round safely that parked car there. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually look into our new road. If we have got a parked car in that situation there and we have got oncoming traffic here, we're actually going to stay where we are until we've got the traffic out of the way, and then we're going to make our manoeuvre. Okay.
Yeah.
Going to be picking up a couple of reference points as well, just to help you with the positioning of the vehicle as well. So have you got any questions so far, Tony?
No.
Okie dokie. Well, should we put that into practice?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, if you'd like to do your POM routine, and set the car up as you normally would. Oops. Put that back there.
Yep.
That's good. Can you tell me what you can see at the interior mirror
Oh,
there?
I can see the top and bottom of the back window, and I can see a bit of my head restraint.
Okay.
I can see the corner of your window.
And what can you see from your left and right hand door mirrors?
Oh, I can see about 2 finger widths, and I can see down the past the hedge there.
Yeah.
And the same with that one there.
Great stuff. Okay, well when you're ready, if you'd like to move off.
We're going to turn right out of the parking bay.
And we're going to turn right out of the parking bay.
And then right at the junction ahead.
And then right at the junction ahead, please, Tony. I didn't spot that.
That was just an error on my part. And we're going to turn right.
So we're going to turn right at the end of the road, please, Tony. Now, when we're on our new road, we're going to be looking out for turns to the left and to the right. And the way we're going to do that is we're looking for things like breaks in the houses. We're looking for the curb to fall away to the left or to the right. We're also looking for road signs, other signs that we've got left and right hand turns.
That one there.
So we've got one here.
Oh, right.
So as you can see, the curb sort of left went away there. If we look
And they've
ahead
got
for
road
us-
markers as well, haven't they?
They have got road markings, yeah. Well spotted. So we're looking for any gaps in the houses here. We've got gaps in the houses on the right hand side there and the left here. As you can see, we've got turning. As you can see, the curb goes away, falls away there. You can see gaps on the house on the left hand side there. As you can also see, you can see the road signs as well.
And we're going to turn right.
So we're going to turn right at the end of the road here, please, Tony. And again, looking ahead into our new road here, can you see we've got the houses?
Oh, yeah. We're going to take the next turning to the left.
So we're going to take the next turn to the left, so check your interior mirror, Tony,
Alright.
your left-hand door mirror. Pop your left signal on, please. Pop your left signal on.
Alright.
Cover the brake. And steer towards me. Steer towards me. Steer towards me. And straighten up. And now you're going to check your interior mirror for any vehicles that have followed us into that junction there. Has anything followed us in?
No.
We're also going to check your right-hand door mirror to see if any vehicles are overtaking us. If they are going to overtake us, we're just going to let them go. We don't know what's going on in their life, so we're just going to let them go. Now you see that was quite an open junction there, so we managed to stay.
Is it important to let them go then?
It is important to let them go, because what we don't want to do is we don't want to be speeding up in our new road and forcing them to the other side of the road, and they could hit an oncoming car.
We're going to turn left.
So we're going to turn left. So check your interior mirror, Tony.
All right.
Interior mirror.
All right, yeah.
Left-hand door mirror, left-hand signal.
Oh yeah.
Left-hand signal.
Oh yeah.
And steer to me. Steer to me. Steer to me. And straighten up.
Right.
And now you're going to check your interior mirror again.
Interior mirror for see if anybody's followed me.
That's it. And we're checking the right-hand door mirror.
See if anybody's overtaken me.
So have we got anyone behind us?
No. And if somebody was overtaking me, I'd have to let them go, wouldn't I?
You would have to let them go. Well done.
Because I might force them into that car there, wouldn't I?
That's excellent.
That's actually the same as what I've done in the new roads after the emerges last week.
Very much so. Yeah. Yeah. It's actually this very similar routine. So are you happy to talk me through that on the next one?
Yeah.
Okay. That's good. That's good. On that left turn there, we. Do you think that was sort of quite an open junction or a closed junction?
That's quite open, wasn't it? I could see right into that, couldn't it?
Yeah. So we were doing the right speed. We were
And we're
keeping.
going to turn left.
So we're going to turn left at the end of the road here, Tony. So we're going to keep our speed down to a sort of jogging pace, checking into our new road for any parked vehicles, any pedestrians. We're checking for any.
Andy, we're going to turn right, please.
So we're going to turn right here, Tony. So interior mirror, right-hand door mirror. Check your interior mirror. Check your right-hand door mirror. Put your signal on, and steer towards me slightly. Oh, steer towards you.
All right.
Straighten up. Steer towards me. Cover the brake. Put your signal back on. Stop. There. That's fine.
Sorry, I got a bit confused here.
So did I. Okay, just prepare the car to go. Pop the car into first gear for me, Tony. And just move forward, just on my command, just at a very slow man's walking pace until I tell you to stop. Don't steer. Stop there.
All right.
That's great. Now, we haven't got any cars behind us at the moment. Can you see, we haven't got any centre road markings here, but we have got that line that's sort of cut in the road there.
Oh, that's it, yeah.
Where does that cut into the front of the car?
Just about there.
Okay, we can actually use that for our reference point for being left of centre, for the correct road positioning to turn right. Now it's important we do that. We don't want to be over the white line or over the line here, because we'll actually be in someone else's lane there, and we could force ourselves into oncoming traffic like that grey car that's just gone round us. But also we don't want to be too far over to the left, because we could confuse vehicles or pedestrians behind us, and what they may want to do is may want to overtake us, and if we're going to start to turn right and they're trying to overtake us, we're going to have an accident.
Oh, right, yeah.
So that's our reference point for being left of centre.
Yeah.
But also, can you see the white line that runs down the centre of the road there?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Where does that cut into the right hand side of the
just
car?
by the door mirror.
We can actually use that as our reference point for our point of turn as well. Now what we mean by that's so you don't cut the corner. Now if we look into our new road, it's actually, now we're going to have to proceed now, we've got a car behind us, so into first gear, looking into our new road,
Yeah.
and then steer towards you, and straighten up, and check
Interior mirror and right mirror.
Fantastic. What's the reason we're checking that interior mirror?
See who's followed me and see if anybody's overtaken me.
Excellent. What are we going to do if they're trying to overtake you?
Oh, I'm going to let them go.
Well done. Well done.
Because if I don't, I could force them into an oncoming car, couldn't I?
Excellent. Excellent. That's brilliant, Tony. Okay, so we use those two reference points for our point of turn.
Yeah, sorry, what was our second reference point?
So the second reference point was
You mentioned something about a point of turn or something?
yeah. So that's the point that we can actually turn into the road without cutting the junction.
Oh,
there.
without cutting the corner. Right.
Without cutting the corner, and the reason we need to do that is if we've got we don't want to cut across any oncoming traffic that's coming in the other direction in the new road, but also as well it's important we don't cut that corner most of the time. If we've got pedestrians crossing the road there, you know, they may panic and may run out in front of us, that kind of thing. If we'd have had the parked car a little bit closer, parked on the left hand side as we turned in there, we may have to consider cutting the corner, because we want to have a good view ahead to get around that car safely. That we'll try and put that into practice on the, if we get the opportunity to, on the next right turn. So again, looking into our new road, we're checking out before we check for pedestrians crossing the road. If there's a pedestrian stood at the curb,
we're going to turn left.
So we're going to turn left at the mini roundabout, please, Tony.
Yeah, if there's a pedestrian.
If there's a pedestrian stood at the curb, but they haven't actually stepped off it,
yeah,
we're not going to let them go. We're not going to give way to them.
All right.
If they have stepped off the curb, then we will give way to them.
Okay.
Okay, but it's important that we look into our new road for what pedestrians are doing, especially today. There's a lot of children around today, being a Saturday, so they could run out at any time.
Yeah.
So as we know, pedestrians can
And we're going
cross
to
it.
take the next turning to the right.
So we're going to take the next turning to the right, Tony. So interior, check your interior mirror.
All right, yeah.
Check your interior mirror,
All right,
Tony.
yeah,
Check
yeah.
your right-hand door mirror.
All right.
And put your right-hand signal on. And we're going to pick up this reference point again. So steer towards you.
All right.
Steer towards me.
Yeah.
Straighten up. And just steer towards me a little bit. Cover the brake. And stop the car there. Well done. That's excellent. Prepare the car to go into first gear. Where does the white line cut into the...
Same place the last time.
Okay. So again, we're going to have to make our manoeuvre.
Yeah.
So steer towards you
All right.
into the new road. Steer, straighten up.
Check the interior mirror and the right mirror.
Okay, what's the reason we're checking those mirrors again, Tony?
See what's followed me and see if anybody's overtaken me.
Excellent. Well done. So we picked up our reference point for being left of centre there. And why is it important that we are left of centre, that we have that position when we turn right?
Oh, I've done that last week and it seems to be the same. If I'm over the white line,
Yeah.
Bob said if a fire engine comes around the corner, I'm going to feel a right plonker.
Yeah.
And if I'm too far to the left, he kept banging on that my position and speed was it's a very good form of signal. He said. He said if you're sitting to the left with a right-hand signal on, he said people will just come up behind you and think, oh, you let your indicator on, and they'll try and overtake you.
Yeah, and what would the consequences be if they try and overtake
Well,
you?
as I'm moving up the junction, they'd hit me.
Oh yes, absolutely, absolutely.
And we're going to turn left.
So we're going to turn left, please, Tony. So we're going to check our interior mirror,
Right.
check our left-hand door
Yeah.
mirror, put our left signal on. We've got a closed junction here, so into first gear. Into first gear, Tony. Cover the brake, down to a slow man's walking pace. Steer towards me. Big steers over. And straighten the car up. Oh, sorry, clutch up there.
Oh, right, yeah, sorry.
Sorry, Tony, you were coasting now. I'll go through that in just a second. So we're going to check.
Interior mirror.
Yeah.
And right mirror.
Excellent, well done. We were going slightly downhill, and you had your clutch down there, Tony. It's important that we keep the clutch up
All right.
because we don't want to coast.
I'm going to turn left at the end of the road.
So we're going to turn left at the end of the road on this emerge, Tony. Important we keep the clutch up because on that little downhill section there, we could actually be speeding up going into that
right.
junction. It's important we don't do that because that was a really closed junction there, and there could have been pedestrians crossing the road or anything, and we don't want to be speeding up going towards them. So we've got to keep that slow man's walking pace with the clutch up, using the engine to also brake the car as well.
Yeah, I've never done it before, so sorry.
No, that's fine. No, it's totally my fault, that one, Tony. So we'll put that into practice on the next one. But on any turning, if we're...
And if you're going to take the next turning to the left.
So we're going to take the next turning to the left, Tony. So which mirrors are we going to check?
Oh, interior mirror.
Left-hand signal. Into first gear, cover the brake, but keep your clutch up.
Up.
Keep your clutch up. Steer, big steers towards me. And straighten up. And we're going to check into which mirrors we're going to check.
Interior mirror, right-hand door mirror.
Okay.
That felt a bit jerky, didn't it?
It was a bit jerky there, yeah. I told you to put your clutch up as you were changing gear there, so that was again, that was my fault, trying to keep your clutch up too early. But why is it important we need to keep that clutch up as we go around the corner?
So don't coast, you said?
That's it, yeah. So we're not coasting, so we're in full control of the car.
So why did it jerk so much there?
It jerks there because you brought your clutch up too early, and the car was sort of, you engaged the clutch too early, so the car was sort of jerking forward. But we'll practice that on the next one.
And we're
as
going to
well.
turn left.
So we're going to turn left at the end of the road, please, Tony. So it's important also if that we need the clutch up also, but if it's going uphill as well, what we don't want to do is we don't want to stall the car halfway round. If we're going up a hill and the car's slowing down, we could end up rolling backwards, rolling into the path of the car behind us. So again, that's important why we need the clutch up, the engine connected to the gearbox at all times.
And we're going to turn left, please.
So we're going to turn left, Tony. So which mirrors are we going to check?
Interior mirror.
And left-hand door mirror.
All right, left-hand door mirror.
Left-hand signal. Cover the brake. And clutch down into first gear. Put clutch up.
All right.
Big steers towards me.
Big steers.
Big steers, big steers. There we go. Exit straighten up.
Interior mirror.
And what are we checking
right-hand
for?
door mirror.
Well done. That's excellent. Now, could you feel that time? That was a closed junction again. So we got into first gear a little bit.
What was I looking for before I turned into the road again?
So you're looking for, we're looking for pedestrians crossing the road. That's the importance of keeping that speed right down. If there was a pedestrian actually stood on the pavement there and hadn't stepped off it, what would we do?
I'll keep going.
Yeah, but also we're going to keep an eye on them.
Yeah. And we're
See
going to
what
turn
we're
left
going to
at
do.
the end.
We're going to turn left at the end, please, Tony.
So I must look for pedestrians all the time.
So look for pedestrians all the time. If they've stepped off the curb, what are we going to do then, Tony?
Well, I can't run them over, so I'd have to stop, wouldn't I?
You would, yeah. We're going to give way to them if they've stepped off the curb. But also into our new road, we're looking for parked cars on either side. We're also looking for anything else. That elephant on the unicycle's a great thing. You see, it could be a skip, there could be something that's spilt all over the road. We just don't know what's in our new road. That's the importance of keeping the speed down, keeping the clutch up so we're in full control of the car.
And we're going to take the next turning to the left.
So next turning to the left, Tony. So which mirrors are we going to check?
Interior one.
Yeah.
And left one.
Yeah, and left-hand signal.
All right.
And cover the brake. Clutch down into first gear. And
Clutch up.
big steers. Clutch up. Sorry. Big steers. Now, as you can see on our new road here, we've got parked cars either side. So that's again, that's the importance of keeping that speed down to the
I
low.
must remember to look for the pedestrians, haven't I?
All the time. Yeah, we had the couple there loading their boot up, but we've got a pedestrian crossing the road there. She could have been crossing down here.
I suppose I need to look a bit earlier, don't I?
It's important as soon as we can get a view into our new road that we're actually looking into the new road, looking out for those pedestrians.
Right.
So we're going to turn right, please, Tony, at the end of the road. And again, it's important that we do that on open or closed junctions. And what sort of speed on these closed junctions that we've been going around in first gear? What sort of speed are we keeping a car down to?
Oh, it's kind of walking pace, isn't it?
Yeah, and what's the reason that we do that?
Because I've got to be able to stop if somebody's crossing the road, isn't it?
Absolutely,
And
yeah.
we're going to turn left.
We're going to turn left at the end of the road, please, Tony. And on an open junction, what sort of speed are we approaching that, and what gear?
Oh, kind of 10 or 12 mile an hour, which is kind of jogging speed or running speed, isn't it?
That's good.
I don't do jogging, I do that power walking.
I don't do either, so good on you.
Yeah, it shows. Sorry.
That's fine, I'll stitch you up later. Okay, so we've got checking into our new road, we're checking all the time for pedestrians. That's so important. We're checking for other road users, cyclists, buses, cars parked. If we've got lots of cars parked on the left-hand side or the right-hand side, we haven't really got a good view ahead. There could be pedestrians.
And we're going to turn left and then immediately right. So left at the roundabout and then the first turning to the right.
So we're going to turn left at the roundabout here, Tony, and then immediately right, please. So which mirrors are we going to check for turning right?
Our interior one, and I sometimes check the right one.
And we're going to pop our right signal on here and steer towards you.
Oh yeah, I've got to get this position left to centre.
That's it. And where are you picking up that reference point from?
Just
cover the brake there and stop just there.
All right.
Well done. Okay, we have got a car behind us, so get the car ready into first gear.
All right, yeah.
Where does this white line cut into the car there?
Up.
And that's our reference point. So if you make your turn now, steer towards you, big steers, and straighten up.
All right.
And that's our reference point for our point of turn, so we don't cut that corner.
All right, yeah.
And what's the reason that we don't cut the corner there, Tony?
Because I could come in on the wrong side of the road and hit a car, couldn't I?
Yeah.
But I do have to cut corners sometimes, don't I?
You do. And what's when do you think we'd consider cutting the corner?
Turn right.
So we're going to turn right.
Oh, if somebody parked a pink elephant or a skip on the corner.
That's it. So what mirrors are we checking here, Tony?
Our interior one and the right-hand one.
And when are we going to put the signal on?
Oh, you haven't told me. Should I put it on now?
Put it on now.
All
Yeah,
right.
I'll tell you on the next time. That's fine. So we're going to pick up our reference point for our left of centre,
Crack in the road.
and a little bit further forward there, Tony.
Yeah, I've got to line this up here.
Yeah. And where are you lining that up? Don't steer yet.
Oh, just there.
Okay. And what's the reason that we have this reference point here?
Oh, so I don't cut the corner in it.
Okay. So it's under my control. We haven't got any cars behind us here at the moment. So we're looking to our new road. What can you see in the new road there? Have we got any pedestrians crossing the road?
It's all clear.
It is, but other things we need to consider. We're in a housing estate here. We've got a chap jet washing his car here. He can cross the road at any time. So let's make our manoeuvre. So steer towards you, big steers.
All right.
And straighten up. And checking your mirrors, that's well done. Excellent. So when can pedestrians cross that road?
Oh, whenever they like.
Absolutely. So tell me how you'd, if you've got a pedestrian stood at the curb like this lady was here, but has actually stepped off it, how would you deal with that?
I'll just keep going.
Yeah, but you're also going to keep an eye on her just in case.
I'll try and make eye contact, wouldn't I?
Excellent, that's a good way of doing it. Yeah, very much so. Very much so. Okay, so your left of centre there, that was brilliant, picking up that reference point. And what's the where's our reference point for our point of turn when we're turning right? Where does that cut into the car?
Oh, so I don't cut the corner?
Yeah.
Oh, it comes in near that door mirror.
Excellent. And again, just give me the reason why we don't cut that corner. Most
because
of the time.
if I do, I could there could be a car coming down the road that I'm turning into, and I could hit them and they could hit me.
Excellent. Well done. And we may have to cut the corner sometimes. So when would we need to cut the corner?
They park one of those pink elephants on the corner.
Excellent. If you have got an oncoming car when you turn right, and you are going to have to cut the corner, where we actually position our car?
Oh, just turn in and then wait.
If it's quite close to the turning, we're actually going to wait in our road here.
Left.
So we're going to turn left at the mini roundabout here, please, Tony. We're actually going to wait in our road before we make that turn.
All right.
And it's important we do that because we don't want to get too close to the parked car, so we can't turn round it. Because what we don't want to be doing is sort of reversing back round and then trying to go round the car, because that could cause an accident and it could be dangerous. Now, just moving on to your signals, when I've asked you to signal to the left and to the right, it's important we signal at the right time, which is sort of 6 or 7 car lengths.
Now we're going to turn right.
So we're going to turn right here, please, Tony. So which mirrors are you going to check?
Interior mirror, right-hand door mirror.
Okay, put your signal on here. It's about 6 or 7 car lengths back.
All right.
And we're
Give
going
my
to
position.
pick up your reference point.
Got my reference point.
Well done. And you're picking up your reference point for the point of turn there. So
All right, yeah.
well done. Straighten up. That was good. Looking into our new road here, as you did, we saw that we had parked cars on the left-hand side. It's quite a narrow road here, so it's good. Good positioning there. Good anticipation of what may happen. Obviously, checking those pedestrians again. Just going back to your signals, it's important we signal about 6 or 7 car lengths, usually when we turn left or right. The reason being, we don't want to signal too early and confuse any drivers or pedestrians or other road users around us. They may think we've just left our signal on,
All right.
and they could try and go around us and force themselves into oncoming traffic.
Oh,
Could
that's
cause an
what I've done
accident.
the emerging.
Exactly the same. But we also don't want to be signalling too late and panic any drivers or other road users behind us, because again, they may drive into the back of us.
And we're going to turn left.
So we're going to turn left here, please, Tony. So we've got a closed junction here, so check your mirrors.
Yeah.
Good signal there, 6 or 7 car lengths back. Now we're going to cover the brake.
All right.
Into first gear, Tony.
All right.
Now get clutch up,
Oh,
big
clutch up,
steers to me.
Yeah. I've got to look. I'm not putting pedestrians, haven't I?
Bless those pedestrians again. That was good. We were probably a little bit fast there, so we just want to get that down to about slow man's walking pace. The reason being is that's a really close junction there.
And we're going to turn right.
So we're going to turn right at the end of the road, please, Tony. It's quite a close junction there.
Do I always have to look for these pedestrians?
Always, always, always.
All right.
Yeah. Absolutely right. The reason we do that is on that closed junction, we couldn't see anything. All we could see was a little bit of brick wall. We had that lady about 5 car lengths up that was walking up on the other side of the road there. She could have crossed the road and we wouldn't have seen her. So you're always looking into your new road there, always looking out for those pedestrians crossing the road. So
and we're going to turn right, please.
So we're going to turn right at the end of the road, please, Tony. So on your signals, when you signal to the left or to the right, where do we usually need to signal before that
about
junction?
7 car lengths away.
Okay. And why is it important we do that?
Oh, to give people time to react, isn't it?
Okay, and why is it important we don't put a late signal on?
Because they wouldn't have time to react, would they?
Absolutely.
And they might panic and
Yeah.
get flustered and...
What do you think the consequences of that might be?
It could be an accident, couldn't it?
Could be an accident waiting to happen, couldn't it? Now, there may be an occasion where we may need a slightly later signal. If we've got 2 turnings quite close to each other, we don't want to confuse people by signalling to go into the second junction, to the second turning. People might think we're going into the first turning.
All right, yeah.
So what we need to do on that situation is, as soon as we're past that first junction, to the left or to the right, then we're going to put our signal on. So we're not going to confuse anyone.
All right, yeah.
Busy all day today, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's these Hyundai drivers, you've got to watch them.
Dodgy geezer.
That's good, well done. So we just reiterate those signals because I know men can't multitask, so we're just going to go back over that. So
Oh, yeah, I got that, yeah.
You got that?
Yeah.
Fantastic, I'm glad you did.
Yeah, sounds well done, that's it.
Brilliant, brilliant. That's well done. So when we turn to the left or to the right, whether it's an open or a closed junction, what are we looking for?
No pedestrians.
Where can pedestrians cross the road?
Anyway. And we're going to take the next turning to the right.
So we're going to take the next turning to the right, please, Tony. So can you talk me through your mirrors?
Steering mirror, right hand door mirror.
Where are you going to signal?
Signal about now, 7 car lengths.
Okay.
Position left to centre.
Well done.
And I can go straight away now because the road's clear.
No, you're okay. Stay there, Tony. Stay there.
Do something wrong?
No, you're okay. Just under my control. We'll just hang back here for a minute. Now we've got a lot of cars coming up towards us, and he's flashed you, so yeah, he's going to let you go. Just need to make sure we haven't got any cyclists coming up on that turning there.
That was a bit of a shock.
That was a bit of a shock, that one, wasn't it? If someone flashes you, don't necessarily think it's for you.
No, I wasn't saying the flash was a bit of a shock. It was the.
It's the right turn. Okay.
Well, we've done loads of them, haven't we?
We've done loads of them, but we haven't actually met any other traffic. So that's the first time we've met some oncoming traffic there.
Probably just well we met one then, really, wasn't it?
It was a good thinking, that one. Yeah. Did anybody think that was planned? What we need to do there is what we call the walk across, drive across rule there. So what we do is when we come up to our junction, you need to be looking well down the road, and you're looking at the oncoming cars, and to assess that it's safe to get across the road there to make our turn, is you think to yourself, could I walk from one side of the road?
Turn left.
So we're going to turn left here, Tony. So talk me through your mirrors
Left
and your signal.
Signal now.
What gear are we going to be in there?
Oh, get first.
And where's the clutch?
Up.
Yeah. Well done.
Oh, I forgot to look for pedestrians again, didn't I? Slap myself in a minute.
Keep looking for those pedestrians, Tony. Keep looking for those pedestrians.
Could you help me with that? And maybe
course I
remind
can.
me a bit.
Yeah.
Now we're going to turn left.
So we're going to turn left here, Tony. So go through your routine. Now we've got pedestrians already in the road here, so we're looking early into our road here. Now this lady's crossed the road, so make big turns here. Now if that lady had been a little bit earlier there, she'd have been crossing the road as we made that turn there. So that's